What if we convinced you that any famous individual in the world has used very particular secrets to get to where they are? It doesn't matter whether you want to make more money, gain fame, find love, or live a fulfilling life by supporting others. These secrets can be extended to whatever you wish to do in life, and they can significantly increase the chances of success. We abhor the term quote-unquote secrecy, since it means that there is something concealed from most people that only the wealthy and prosperous have access to. But by the end of this video, you can realize that it is not the knowledge, but how these people use it, that gives them the desired results. The trick is to use all 15 of these in your life at the same time, so they build on top of one another. That is why certain people will do in 5 years what others take a lifetime to accomplish. Here are 15 secrets rich people use to get everything in life. Number 15. They constantly reevaluate themselves. Most people use a very basic method to determine how their lives are going. There are 3 possible outcomes: not fine, good, and best. Most people measure their lives in this manner. The wealthy and influential do it in a very different way. They divide their lives into 5 categories: intelligence, income, relationships, well-being, and emotions. They take the time to figure out where they are on both of these, both personally and as a group, where the group might be your family, social circle, or company. How are you going to know what to work on until you know how good you're doing in each particular category? Most people lump them all together and hope that their lives will magically improve. Influential and affluent people reevaluate their lives. That is why companies announce their quarterly results as well. It enables you to make improvements quickly, enough to maximize outcomes. Number 14. They focus on one objective at a time. Someone placed the concept of multitasking on a pedestal a while back, and the entire universe raced with it as if it were something from the gods themselves. The truth is that multitasking was a publicity tactic in which businesses agreed that rather than recruiting more employees, the same person should be responsible for more than one job in order to increase revenues. Employees are the only ones that can multitask. The wealthy and prosperous set one target for each aspect of their lives and devote all their energies to it. Jeff Bezos made it his life goal to make Amazon the world's largest retailer. That was the main emphasis. Number 13. They play long-term games. This is the curse of mediocrity. Everyone desires prosperity, but it must come quickly, cheaply, and without cost. Long-term games are the polar opposite to all 3 of these features. The common citizen believes that rapidly means within a couple of weeks. Quickly means over the next decade for the elite. The ordinary citizen believes that cheaply means not wasting money, while the wealthy believes that cheaply means not having to exchange any of their hours in a day. Number 12. They use specialized and updated tools and information. The average citizen spends a considerable amount of time online exposing themselves to information, but the information they want is of poor quality or of low importance. In terms of quality and entertainment, they are eating the equivalent of junk food. What is the deal? Since it is more difficult to eat better than it is to eat healthy food. The same is true for material. Learning how to spend money, how to build satisfaction in your life, and how to have stronger relationships and friendships. It all takes initiative, time, and in some situations, money. But this is why so few candidates succeed. Quality is costly, so most people want it for free. Number 11. They set goals in a unique way that allows them to achieve them. It is the end of February at the time of publication. Most citizens have either struggled or are falling well behind on their New Year's goals. What is the deal? And for the common citizen, a New Year's resolution is literally a wish they cast into the world in the expectation that it will be granted. About any effective person has a very different method for setting targets. For the past 10 years, we've done the same, and the outcomes have been much superior. Number 10. They have friends who specialize in different fields that have a common purpose. Building networks with other wealthy people, or at least persons who share their ambitions, is a major secret that successful rich people use. If you're over 25 and your buddies don't talk about investment, the future, or construction, and instead talk about drinking, complaining about finances, or the good old days, you need to level up your inner circle. Number 9. They don't quit until they get what they want. The majority of people do not even attempt it. A significant percentage of the rest attempt just a bit, then remember it's too complicated and give up. That is why the wealthy are referred to as the 1%, while the remaining 99% are incapable of doing what they are doing, refusing to give up. How are you going to give up after a year, 2 years, or even 5 years if this is the life you want for yourself? It's perplexing to us. Number 8. They invest first and spend the interest. This was one of the most important financial hacks we discovered early on in our trip, and it has paid off handsomely. Assume you want to go on a trip or buy an expensive piece. Before you pay for it, you must make a big enough commitment that the outcome will cover the cost of your order. Number 7. Negotiate absolutely everything. This is why some people believe the wealthy are cheap. They try to bargain everywhere they go. Why is this so? Since the additional 10 to 15% they negotiate is reinvested in the portfolios we mentioned earlier. 10% does not seem like much, but when measured out over time, it adds up to a lot of money, particularly if you find a decent discount on big transactions. Number 6. They invest a lot in their own growth. Your mind and your ability to use it are your most precious resource. If you use it correctly, you will be able to obtain all you want in life. Anything positive in your life right now is the product of smart choices you took in the past. And the best part is that you will build your mind in the same manner that you can boost the value of a home. Except instead of new kitchen floors, you can develop your mind with new knowledge and observations. Number 5. They develop good judgment over years of trial and error. Your ability to learn sound judgment will determine whether or not you have a successful life. Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and others have gained such longevity thanks to their ability to make sound decisions. The more money you have, the more money is at stake in any decision you make, so developing sound judgment is critical. Number 4. The money is there to buy you time so you can think. A huge trick that wealthy people use to get what they want in life is that they prioritize giving themselves time to dream. Their decision making is so strong, and the choices they make can have such big consequences that they must think about it carefully. When the average person gets home from work, he or she totally disconnects, whether by Netflix, snacks, sports, or video games. Number 3. They break life down and look behind the scene. The more you think about how the world works, the better picture you will have of what is going on behind the scenes. You finally get to the point where you can look at every company and appreciate how it works. You take a close look at yourself and realize that you behave the way you do. The more you learn about the universe, the clearer the result becomes. Number 2. Every single day, they do something that gets them closer to their goals. The problem is that just refusing to leave is insufficient. We've used this metaphor before, but it's so fantastic that we'd like to use it again. You don't start with a full wall. You begin with a single brick. You pick it up and position it as precisely as a brick can be laid. The next day, you pick up another brick and repeat the process. Number 1. They study other successful people and steal skill sets and know-how. We are not always born together, but if anyone can do it, it sets a precedent that it is feasible. A 4-minute mile was considered to be technically difficult to run. No one has ever done it. Then one day, a young man named Roger Bannister appears and accomplishes the feat. The entire planet stood motionless. If you like this video, don't forget to press the bell icon and subscribe to our channel to get updates on more exciting stuff and watch these mind-blowing videos like this.